Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to Yoga with Nadine. Hope you're all well. The sun is shining. We've got a nice class today. So here is to an hour for yourself and for you. So today we're going to start in child's pose. So nice wide-legged child's pose. So come onto your mat. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. Bring your toes to touch. And then sink your hips back. Really push the hips back. And then claw those hands out long along the mat. So starting straight away in our child's pose. Take the forehead to the mat if that's good for you. Close down the eyes. And start to notice the breath. Maybe having a little wiggle with the body to get yourself quite comfy in this position. We're trying to push those seat bones down towards those heels. Feel that softening here. And then try and soften the tummy towards the mat, the chest, the chin, or the forehead to the mat. Reach those arms out. And just notice your breath. Start inhaling through the nose. And exhaling. Feel the body softening and slowing down. So here as we're breathing, I want you to think, inhale deeply. And exhale completely. As you're exhaling, really let everything soften. Let gravity do its job and pull everything into the floor. Maybe those seat bones will soften a little bit more to the heels. Maybe those hips will drop. Feel like somebody is just behind you with their hands on the top of your hips and they're just gently using a little bit of weight of their hands, pushing them towards the mat. Feel that tummy soften. And as those knees are wide, the tummy should just fall between the knees. And just let go of any tension that you're holding on here. So just let it release. Just let it soften. Let the tension fall. Feel the chest softening towards the mat. And with that forehead on the mat here, maybe take a slight rock side to side, massaging out through the third eye. And just notice the breath. Just completely submit here. Surrender. Just release any tension you're holding on to physically and mentally. At this time, sometimes something pops into the mind. And if that something is something that's no longer serving you, just commit to let that go. Releasing it into the mat. Let it be absorbed and taken away by the earth. Just let it go. Carry on with that breath. Remember, inhale deeply. Really feeling that tummy swell, pushing down. And as you exhale, completely feel maybe the belly button coming up towards the spine. Just trying to empty the lungs as much as you can. Get rid of that stair there, that little bit hanging around at the bottom. And then that next natural inhale then comes. Each time trying to send more breath to those spaces that are feeling sore. Feel them inflating, feel them getting bigger. And as you exhale, feel the softening here. Maybe they're softening and releasing, letting go. Maybe they're feeling tight in the hips. Maybe it's feeling sore in the lower back. Maybe you feel it in the shins. Wherever you may be feeling tension, just direct that breath into those areas. See if you can soften and release. So it's not often we start here in child's pose, like this. So start to notice how you feel in this position, whether this position is comfortable for you. Just notice. Also notice how the body softens the longer you're here, the more breath that you take and direct. Maybe massaging that third eye is good for you. Maybe you get headaches, tension, or maybe like me, you get hay fever and it's releasing through the sinus. But also here you're massaging that chakra, that third eye. Maybe while you're here today you'd like to set an intention. An intention is normally something that just pops quickly into the mind. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to analyse for it. Or maybe it's somebody who pops into your mind. Inhaling that intention. And as you exhale, pulling it into your heart. Set that intention here. Inhale here as you exhale, gently blinker those eyes open, let the light back in. Inhale here as you exhale, coming up to all fours. Reset the knees under the hips. Reset the hands under the shoulders. Maybe taking some slight movement with the hips here, maybe swaying. Maybe if it feels sore in the hips, just give it a little bit of a wiggle. Start to waken up the body here. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Nice 4-point kneeling here. As we come into our cat-cow, toes untucked. Inhale, drop belly to the floor. Chin and chest forward. Really let that belly hang. Exhale, tuck tailbone, pushing high into cat stretch. Inhale, cow. One move, one breath. Exhale, cat. Really lift high, push high into the shoulders. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let go of that breath, release it. Twice more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, just soften and release. Inhale here. Exhale, lengthen that right leg out along behind you. Pushing equal weight through both hands, squaring off those hips. Inhale here. Exhale, reach forward with that left hand. Really reach, feel like you're trying to touch something with those fingertips and point and touch something back with those toes. Really lengthen through the body. Square off the hips, pull the belly button to spine. Keep that nice control. Inhale, lengthen, push further. Exhale, knee to nose, elbow to knee. Squeeze and crunch up in a cat stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Lift that knee as high as you can to the navel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, and hold it here. Lift the knee to the navel. Squeeze it up, squeeze it, lift it, squeeze it for 3. For 2, squeeze it. For 1, and release. Hand and leg Release hand to back, release knee to the mat, twist off the right wrist. Have a little sway through the hips. Welcoming a little bit of energy, a bit of fire early on. Inhaling and exhale. Come back to that all fours kneeling. Check your setup nice and strong here. Really push through both hands into the mat. Inhale here as you exhale, lengthen that left leg out behind. Point or flex, whatever is good for you. Square off the hips, equal weight, pushing them away. Inhale here, exhale, reach forward with the right hand. Really reach and lengthen, squeeze everything, long line. Inhale, reach further. Exhale, tap knee to elbow. Squeezing, lifting that knee as much as you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap and hold. Lift that knee higher to the navel. Squeeze it, crunch it in. For 3, lift it. For 2, this is a crunch. For 1, release, lengthen out. Exhale, hand to mat, knee to mat. Have a sway, have a twist off the wrists. Whew. Starting early. Noticing how it feels, a little warmth through the belly, through the shoulders, all good. Inhale here, tuck the toes under. Inhale here again. As you exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower, drop the knees. Exhale, down dog. Twice more, inhale, lower. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, lower. Exhale, down dog. Pause here. Down dog. Do your adjustments if you need to. Soften here. And then lift the heels high up to the sky. Squeezing the heels high. Pushing through all the 4 corners of the toes. Really try and come onto those tips toes. And as you exhale, send the heels towards the mat. Really feel that drop. Inhale, lift heels high. Exhale, drop heels. Twice more. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, drop heels. Feel that lengthen down the backs of the calves. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, drop heels. Notice any different in the length and how the heels are dropped. Sway here. If that's good for you, pedal here, drop the shoulders, reset, make that dog your own, nice and strong. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step in front of the left toes. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step in front of the right toes. So working our way to the front of the mat. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step in front of the left. Inhale, left, 3-legged. Exhale, step in front of the right. Keep going all the way and come to the top of the mat into your forward fold. Inhaling and exhale. Walk to the front of the mat, forward fold here, grabbing hold of the elbows. Maybe wide-legged forward fold today feels good for you, or together, an inch apart. And just really soften and lengthen. Feel the lengthening up here of the hamstrings. Really push those seat bones high to the sky. Really lengthen through the back of the legs. And then here, as you're here, shake the head. No. Nod the head, yes. Just feel the full release through the head and the neck. A little bit of shaking and nodding. Just let it soften and drop towards the earth. Maybe releasing through the side body, just softening, release. Make it good for you. Inhale here as you exhale, release the hands to the mat. Inhale here as you exhale, slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. So notice your position here, your Tadasana. Maybe you want to walk those feet a little bit closer together. Maybe you need to adjust that top or whatever, just come completely to that nice, strong, but still position. Thumbs into the sternum. Maybe close down those eyes today. Maybe challenge through that balance. And then as we come here, we're going to do our nice walk down through the body, noticing how it feels. So start, bring the toes up to the face. Really push again through the four corners of the feet. Feel that pressure in the mat. Lift up nice and strong. And then slowly little toes replace fourth toes, third toes, second and big toes. Really claw in. Lift up through the arches. And if your eyes are closed, just notice the difference you're feeling. Pull up through the shins, the kneecaps, the quads, tuck the tailbone under, belly button into spine, shoulders back and round. Inhaling here. And exhale, soften and release. One more breath. Remember, inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Blink of those eyes open. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to the floor. Reach those fingers back behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Long line, crown to tail, belly button in. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg. Lifting that knee, keeping that high. And then take the right hand to the mat. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Really reaching up with that left hand. Pushing out of that right hand from the mat. So pushing out, duck crunching down. Pushing up and away. Dropping that left shoulder. Reaching fingers high to the sky. Nice and active. Right kneecap is lifted. Pushing that right heel back. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, hand to the mat. Inhale here as you exhale, drop that right knee to the mat, untuck the toe and bring the left toes to the face, runner's lunge. Sink here, lift that left seat bone high to the sky, flex toes to the face. Inhale, lifting, exhale, softening onto that left thigh. Two more breaths like this, inhaling. Exhale, soften, try and lift that seat bone, lengthen through that hamstring. Once more, inhale, lifting. Exhale, softening. Roll through the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back to plank. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, either drop to the knees or we're going to lower all the way to the mat. So slowly roll those elbows in, either drop to the knees or keep the knees lifted. We're slowly lowering to the mat. I'm not counting, but I want you to keep those bodies still, elbows brushing ribs, slowly coming down to the mat. And when you're down to the mat, untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Pause here, maybe looking for the left and the right. Notice how that feels through the back. Exhale to the mat. Tuck toes, lift knees straight to plank. Knees or toes. Inhale here as you exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Soften the breath, nice and strong. Inhale, lifting heels. Exhale, drop heels. Inhale, lift heels, lift them high, squeeze high. Exhale, drop. Twice more, inhale, lift heels, lifting, pushing higher. Exhale, drop. Last time, inhale, lift knees, toes, heels. Exhale, drop heels. We can either crisscross of those feet to the front or coming in that three-legged dog, crisscross. Sweeping legs to the sky, stepping in front. One and then the other, lifting that left leg, right leg, squeezing and coming all the way again to the front of the mat. Coming to the forward fold, grabbing hold of those elbows again if it's good for you, having a little sway. waking up all those hamstrings. Notice if it's any different now, as you're coming here up through the second time. Inhale here, exhale, release the hands to the mat. Inhale here, as you exhale, coming up halfway, palms to the floor, reaching back and behind, reaching, lengthening, belly button engaged. Nice and strong. We're holding it here. Just reach. Feel those fingertips are being pulled away from you. Rolling those shoulder blades in together. Nice and strong. Pushing that tailbone back. Inhale here and exhale. One more breath. Inhaling. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the left leg. Left hand to mat. Inhale, right hand to sky. Coming into the other side, and again try not to collapse on that left hand. Push up and out and away, lifting up to the sky. Lift that back kneecap strong. Push the heel back, reaching high to the sky. Inhale, reaching, and exhale. Inhale, reach once more time. Exhale, drop the hand to the mat. Drop the left knee to the mat, untuck the toes, and bring the right toes to the face. Runner's lunge on the other side. Flex the toes, send the heel along the mat. Lift that right seat bone high to the sky. Inhaling, inflate lungs. Exhale, soften onto that top of that right thigh. Twice more. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, soften. One more time. Inhaling. And exhale. Roll through the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, step back to plank. Either drop to the knees if you need to, or strong plank. Pushing up and out and away, all that strength, pushing through the floor, the toes, lifting kneecaps, tucking tailbone under, nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, push back downward facing dog. Nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Pushing high, lengthening through the leg, dropping that left heel to the mat. Inhale here, exhale, tiger's tail. Looking under the right arm, rolling that right hip up and back. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here. If you want to, drop that foot to the mat behind you. Flip your dog, reaching through, lifting up, hands up and above. Inhale here. As you exhale, right hand back to the mat, right leg back, three-legged dog to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, foot to floor. Inhale here, exhale, come high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, hop, step, jump to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, sweep the hands all the way towards the front, lifting up into chair pose, squeeze. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, as you exhale, lift the heels, sweep the hands back and behind, airplane chair. So pushing through, rolling back, rolling palms facing the ground, rolling the shoulder blades together, lifting the heels. Inhale here and exhale. Breathing, hovering, can you lift those heels any higher? Squeezing those thighs together. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the heels, sweep the hands forward, come through to full chair. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale here, exhale, halfway lift. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat, hop, step or jump to plank. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here, as you exhale, either drop to the knees or Chaturanga Dandasana. So slowly lowering down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling And exhaling. Breathe here. We're going to set ourselves up on the other side. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale here, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger's tail. Drop it, roll it, lift it. So lifting that left knee high to the sky, squeezing that left foot to the glute. Inhale here, exhale, maybe flip the dog. So take that foot behind you, rolling through, lifting the left hand to the sky, reaching up and over. Inhale here, exhale, drop the left hand back to the mat, left leg back to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale here, exhale, foot to the floor, down the dog. Inhale here, exhale, lift high on the heels, bend the knees, look forward, hop, step and jump to forward fold. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, sweep the hands towards the front, lifting up, chair pose. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, lift the heels, sweep the hands back and behind, airplane chair. Reaching those fingers behind, palms facing the floor. Lifting, maybe gazing on a point that's not moving. Can you lift the heels higher? Reach further back, breathe. Embrace the shake, embrace the wobble. For 2, for 1. Inhale here, exhale, drop the heels, sweep the hands forward, chair. Hold it here for 1 breath. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale here, exhale, halfway lift. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the mat, hop, step or jump to plank. Inhaling and exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, knees or toes, slow and controlled. Lowering down, upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. Inhaling and exhale. 1 more breath here, we're moving on to another flow. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeezing it. Step through between the hands, pushing up, high lunge, lifting arms to the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, drop the back foot, 45, warrior 2. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, flip that front palm, reach forward, really reach. Exhale to the sky, peaceful warrior. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, cartwheel those hands, left to the sky, right, left to the mat, right to sky, sorry, reaching up, open here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, right hand to mat, step back to plank. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga, slowly, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dogs. Lift it, squeeze it high. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it, lift it. Step through between the hands. Inhale, coming up, high lunge. Exhale, soften and sink. Inhaling and exhale. Drop the back foot, 45, warrior 2, other side. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, flip that left palm, reach forward. Inhaling, exhaling, peaceful warrior. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, cartwheel those hands, right hand to mat, left hand to sky, back heel off the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, hand to mat, step back to plank. Inhale here, exhale, slow chaturanga dandasana. Control, upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Notice the heat in the body. Notice the breath. Then reset your breath. Nice and controlled. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to do that again twice more. Both sides. A little quicker with a few little add-ons. So when you're ready, down dog, we're good to go. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger's tail. Inhale here, exhale, flip the dog, rolling through, right hand to sky, lifting up and over in front of you. Lift the hips, squeeze here. Inhale here, exhale, right hand to mat, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Inhale here, exhale, foot to floor. Inhale here, exhale, lifting the heels, bending knees, hop, step, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale here, exhale, hands sliding all to the front, coming into chair. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, lift the heels, sweep the hands back along, airplane chair. Palms facing the floor, roll the shoulder blades back. Lifting the heels, inhale here and exhale. One more breath, inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, drop the heels, sweep the arms to the sky, chair. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, step, hop or jump back to plank. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. That's one side. Now to the other. Use your dog here to reset the breath. Remember, use the breath. Soften the breath. And we're moving. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger's tail. Inhale here, exhale, flip the dog if that's good for you. Lifting that left hand to the sky, lifting the hips, reaching up and over behind. Inhale here, exhale, left hand to mat, left leg back to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale here, exhale, foot to floor, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale here, exhale, hop, step, jump to the front. Inhale here, exhale, halfway lift. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands to the front, lifting hands to the sky, chair pose. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here as you exhale, lift the heels, sweep the hands back and behind. Airplane chair. Lift it, roll it, squeeze it. Inhaling and exhale. Can you lift those heels higher? And exhale. One more breath, inhaling. As you exhale, drop the heels, sweep the hands up to the sky, chair pose. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, hop, step or jump to plank. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck toes, downward dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Well done. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it. Step through between the hands. Coming up, high lunge, lifting high. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, as you exhale, twist to the right, opening the arms wide. Left hands to the front, right fingers to the back. Really reach, really sink. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left and sink the back heel, warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. So soften in this warrior two a little bit more. Go through your checks. Everything nice and switched on. You're nice and warm now. Drop and soften. Feel strength. Feel the heat. Embrace it. Inhale here as you exhale, flip that right palm. Inhale here, exhale, reaching forward as far as you can go. Exhale to the sky, peaceful warrior. Inhaling your side body. Inhale here as you exhale, cartwheel those hands, left hand to mat, right hand to sky, back heel off the ground. Lifting, opening, nice and strong. Inhale here as you exhale, hand to mat, step back to plank, chaturanga dandasana, nice and slow, controlled, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward dog. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Lift that heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through between the hands, pushing up, high lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Sink into your lunge. Drop the hips. Inhale here, exhale, twist to the left, left hand back, right hand forward, opening up. Full twist, revolve, twist here. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right, drop the back heel, warrior two. Sink, lower, breathe, lengthen. Strong, you should feel the heat rising now, this is all good. Inhale here, flip the front palm. Exhale, reach forward, reach, reach, reach. Exhale to the sky, peaceful. Reaching that hand up and behind, lengthening through that left side body. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, cartwheel the hands right to the mat, left to the sky, back heel off the ground. Reaching up and behind. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Chaturanga dandasana, slow, low. Elbows into ribs, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck toes down dog. Inhaling and exhale. So you should feel warm, the breath is strong. So while we're here, I'd like you maybe to try a bit of lion's breath, because mine already sounds like a lion, but this is really good breath here. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to really lengthen that tongue out, reach the tongue towards your chin, looking forward and go. Inhale here, exhale, look forward, tongue to chin. Twice more, don't know, no one can see you. Inhale here, exhale. If I can do it, you can do it. Inhale here, exhale, tongue to chin. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees, child's pose. Oh, notice the breath, notice the body. Notice how you're feeling now in your child's pose. Maybe it's not so sore as it was at the beginning, who knows? Little sway here in the hips if that feels good for you. And just soften here. Resetting the breath. Noticing the body. Nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. One more full breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, coming up all fours. So reset your all fours, nice and strong. Hands nice and spread wide. Wrists, elbows, shoulders, you know the score. And then we're just going to try and take a little figure of 8 with the hips. If that feels good for you, maybe coming over the wrists just a little bit. Break in the middle of it. Just noticing how it feels on those wrists, but also noticing how it feels with the contact with the knees, with the tops of the feet. So yeah, maybe a little sway, little figure of 8, you can draw that. Or maybe it looks like a 6 or a 7 or just a 1, who knows. But just have a little sway, a little bit of movement in those hips. And then when you've done that, come in here, reset again to all fours. Inhale here. As you exhale, send that right leg up and back and behind. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knee. So nice and strong here. So make sure that knee is the same level as the hips, squeezing through here. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to glute pulse for 8, squeezing the glute, lifting the foot for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, squeezing it high, for 2, for 1. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the knee to the nose, squeezing it in, lifting it high. Inhale here. Exhale, lengthen the leg out behind. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee again. We're coming through for another set of squeezing 8, 7, squeeze the glute, 6, little baby pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lengthen that leg long. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it under, pull it towards the nose, cat stretch the back. And then inhale here, exhale, lengthen that leg out behind again. Inhale here, exhale, bend the knee. Last set of 8. For 8, squeeze the right glute. For 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lengthen that leg, extend it long. Inhale here, exhale, knees to nose. Lift it here and then slide that foot on the left side of the knee. So we're bringing those legs open, bit of a cow face here. Inhale here. As you exhale, just notice how it feels. So both of those knees are wide. Sorry, knees are together, feet are wide, hands are still under shoulders. Have a little sway through the hips. Ooh. Just notice how that feels here. Walking it to the front, walking it, lifting it, nosing it over, nose over fingers. Drop the hips. Dropping one side and then the other. And then when you're here like this, nice and strong, inhale here. As you exhale, bring that knee, right knee to the front and lengthen that left leg out behind. So we're coming into pigeon here. So we're walking that right foot towards that left hand, making sure that right foot is either flexed or pointed so it's nice and active. And then walking that left knee back, sinking into the hips, taking the hands under the shoulders if that's good for you. So pigeon here on the right side, maybe rock the hips side to side. So we're trying to roll that left hip towards the mat rather than the right hip over. But the more you wiggle it, the more you move it, you may then get a little bit more movement here. Noticing how that feels, softening it here in the hips. Inhaling and exhale. So try to push the hips forward so you can feel that lengthening out through that left hip flexor. Nice and soft. Maybe you can feel it in that right glute. And just sink the hips. Remember inhaling to the space that you can feel it in. Feel it expanding and making it big and heavy, and then as you exhale, feel it soften, melt a little bit more into the mat. Just 2 more full breaths here. For me, I can feel it in my right glute. So therefore I'm inhaling into that space, feeling it inflate like a marshmallow. And as you exhale, feel it deflate. Maybe it feels it drops a little bit more into the mat, and so I can push my left hip flexor into the mat a little bit more. 1 more breath here, so wherever you can feel it, just send that breath and soften here. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck the back toes, the left toes, lift the left knee and sweep that right leg back to plank. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees, sway the hips again in all fours. So again, figure a eight with it, hips, maybe twist off the wrists, listen to what the body is asking for. And we're coming into the other side with those glutes. So 3 sets of 8. Nice and strong glutes here. So when you're ready, set yourself up again. Check that nice spread hand. Spread all the weight in the hands, knees under hips. Inhale here as you exhale. Lengthen that left leg back and behind. Nice and strong. Equal weight in both hands if you can. Belly to spine. Nice and strong. Inhale here as you exhale. Bend the knee. Check that knees at a right angle to the floor, parallel to the floor. And check you're not rolling over to the right. So you're nice and strong, equal weight here. Inhale here as you exhale. Pulse for 8, for 7, for 6. Really in the glute here. For 5, right here. 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Lengthen that leg, extend that leg. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Cat, stretch it up. Lifting high, pushing in the shoulders. Inhale here, exhale, lengthen leg behind. Inhale here, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale here, exhale for 8, 7, squeeze it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose, cat stretch. Inhale here, exhale, extend the leg behind. Inhale here, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale here, exhale, pulse for 8. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg first, then exhale, knee to nose, squeezing it high. Then tuck those left toes over the right knee, coming into the cow face here with the knees. So have a little sway side to side first. Maybe take the weight over the wrists. Maybe sway to the left with the hips, to the right with the hips. Noticing how that feels. And then slowly we're going to walk ourselves into pigeon. So send that left knee towards that left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist. And then walk that right leg back. Maybe knee toeing it. If that feels good for you. Checking it to right, extend it behind you. Untuck the toes when you're feeling good. And then notice, start by rocking the hips side to side. Yes, it feels lovely when you roll over to the left, so we want to roll to the right. Maybe you need to walk that knee back a little bit more. Feel that lovely extension in that right hip flexor. And then just use that breath. Noticing maybe one side feels a bit easier than the other. This is definitely the easier side for me, who knows if it's for you as well. And again, remember, feel that breath expand into that area. Maybe it's right here. Maybe if you get sciatica or anything like that, this is an amazing exercise to relieve the pain of sciatica. So just feel that breath inhaling into it, expand. And as you exhale, feel it soften and release. Just feel it just let go. I can't really put words to it, but that feeling when you have a massage and you've got a little knot and they keep working it, and then all of a sudden it's just gone. That's the type of feeling you're trying to visualize happening with the hip here, releasing it. And then maybe you'll notice that you can roll that right seat bone down a little bit, hip flexor, and down a little bit more. Inhaling and exhale. One more full breath into this area, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, roll onto that left hip, sweep that right leg all the way around to the front and come here into cobbler. So bring the feet to the touch. Maybe take the hands behind you to lift your seat bone bottom up towards the heels, or bring the heels towards the bottom. Whatever is good for you. Grabbing hold of those feet. And then start to lengthen up here through the spine. Try not to curl into this little ball here. We want everything to be open, so lifting up the shoulders, dropping them back down, tuck the tailbone under. So think about head over heart, heart over pelvis, lengthening up through the vertebrae, maybe using the weight of the hands to kind of lift your body forward so you're nice and long. long chest. And then maybe take a slight flutter with those butterfly wings, legs. Flapping them side to side if that feels good for you. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit easier here in the groin, hip flexors. And have a little soft flutter here. Keeping yourself nice and strong. So it should become some action happening in the arms by pulling yourself up and forward. Nice and strong here. Inhale here. As you exhale, let them soften and sink. So you're just gently letting those knees drop towards the mat, opening them up. And while you're here, we may as well do a little bit of a foot massage. Maybe just using those thumbs, kneading those arches. Use lots of balance today. Pushing them open, if that feels good for you. Using those feet like an open book, pulling them back. Those feet get so much pain and, what's the word? Get a lot of work, don't they? They have to do a lot of work, our feet. So give them a little bit of love, a little bit of care will help us out. So nice and strong here. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the hands to the outside of the knees, bring the knees in and slowly rolling over back into all fours again. This time here, bring the knees to touch, toes to touch, then sink yourselves back into child's pose. This time, bring those hands behind you, maybe grabbing hold of those feet, forehead to the mat, full child's pose, traditional child's pose here. Knees are in tight. And as you soften, just visualize that back, the spine, lengthening, that skin across the back, opening, and just softening towards the earth. Maybe again, that massage with the third eye, but just really visualize those shoulder blades opening, dropping towards the floor. The hips softening, releasing. Just notice how that feels here. Taking a moment in full child's pose. Notice the breath, the tummy as it expands into the legs. Your nice little ball here. Notice if that feels good for you. It feels always good for me. Inhaling and exhaling. Deepen the breath again in the body. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, take the hands to the mat. Sweep the legs over to one side and take a seat. One last little bit of fire before we come onto the mat. So inhale here and exhale. So just quickly, we can do it. We've had nice and strong. We're going to do a bit of a boat variation here. Don't all go, I can hear you even though the sound is off. So bring, first of all, if you want to come into full level, come with me. But if not, there's option as always to keep the feet on the ground. You can lift the heels off or lift the toes up if you want a modification. If not, bring those legs to tabletop. Reaching those hands out in front. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, we're going to take that right leg over the left. So cross those legs like you're a very nice, elegant lady. Inhale here, as you exhale, we're going to take the right hand over the left, eagle bind the arms as well. So nice and strong, fingers facing the sky, lifting and bending those knees. Inhale here and exhale. So lifting the elbows up and away from the body, lengthening the hands, keeping that nice strong pose. So you've got eagle bind here with the legs maybe and the arms, reaching, lengthening here. Inhaling and exhaling. Use that breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhaling, belly to spine, don't collapse in the back, and exhale. Last breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, release the hands, release the legs, feet to floor. Nice and strong. Inhaling and exhale. So just curl over the legs, releasing through the back. We're going to come into the other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, reset legs, either tabletop or feet to floor, long arms. Inhale here, exhale, cross the left over the right. Always so elegant, pointing those toes. Inhale here, exhale, left hand over right, eagle bind the arms. Lifting elbows high to the sky and then away from you. Belly button lifts, squeezing high. Inhaling and exhale. Feel like you're being pulled up through to the sky, long flat back. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhaling and exhale. Alive, one more breath. Inhale, exhale, release arms, release legs, feet to floor. Give yourself a hug on the legs. So we've got one more each side, but this time we're going to be a little bit silly. I want you to make shapes, arms, legs, whatever you like. So you can copy me or you can freestyle, get a bit of Madonna Vogue going on, who knows. So inhale here, exhale, bring the legs to tabletop. Reaching those arms out. Inhale here, exhale, cross the right over the left. Inhale here, exhale, maybe taking the hands to the heart. Inhale here, exhale, maybe opening both arms wide to the left hand side, reaching. Inhale here, maybe hands to the heart. Inhale, maybe switching to the other side. Inhale here, exhale, maybe doing something crazy. Yeah, Madonna Vogue, I don't know, switching, anything to use to move through that power. Open, hands at heart, open. Yes, craziness, swiping, waving, maybe shapes, woo, lifting. Inhale, reaching high, exhale, untuck, toes to floor. So all that movement and changing, you're having to engage that core nice and strong. So we're going to do it once more. Inhale here, coming up, exhale, toes nice and long, reaching forward, lengthening, maybe crossing legs, maybe uncrossing one to left, maybe uncrossing arms, maybe opening the other side, maybe doing a bit lengthening, anything that works, arms wide, lift, swim, maybe swim, anything, backstroke. Yes, I've gone mad. Bring the knees into the chest, feet to the floor, give yourself a hug. Oh. Inhaling, coming hands to the mat, walk yourself back down, bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Whew. Massaging that lower back. Now feel the heat. Now notice the heartbeat. Close down those eyes maybe, so that all those senses can take over. You can be aware of how you're feeling right now. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe grab hold of those feet, take that happy baby, pull those knees into the armpits, drop the tailbone to the floor. Maybe sway if that feels good for you. Doing the pigeon, we should have opened up through those hip flexors, so maybe you feel a little bit more movement here. And if there's any stretch that your body is saying that you need, maybe do that now. Have a little play, it feels good for you. Options could be supine twist, when we take our knees to one side to the other. Maybe you want to hug the knees in again. Maybe you want to take the legs wide. Maybe you want to take those legs up and over, who knows? Just notice what feels good for you, maybe a little freestyle. For me today, I just want to hug those knees in, rock through the lower back. Lifting the tailbone, dropping the tailbone, working your way up through that spine. So whatever feels good for you. Use that breath, starting to slow that body down. And then when you're ready, everybody just drop the feet to the mat. Lengthen those legs out along the mat, coming into Shavasana. So come into that comfortable position, maybe moving the flesh from the seat, maybe tucking the tailbone under, pushing that lower back into the mat. And then bring those hands, those palms to the sky, maybe walk the shoulder blades together. And then just take a big exhale here. Feel yourself soften and release. And then maybe again, say into your head, inhale deeply, exhale completely. As you're exhaling, release any tension that you're holding on to, anything that's no longer serving you mentally and physically. Notice how quickly your body starts to soften and release. How quickly it starts to settle. And just release any control on the breath. Just come to your natural breath. Just be, notice, aware, calm. Feel everything softening, releasing. If you're watching this on a recording and you've got time, just maybe pause this so you can spend a little bit longer here in Shavasana. Now start to bring some gentle movement in the body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Start to deepen the breath in the body. Rock head side to side, massaging out the back of the head. And then take a full body stretch, reaching up and overhead, pointing through the fingers and the toes, lengthening that body, really lengthening, full body stretch. Inhale here. As you exhale, knees to the chest, squeeze it all out. Rock through the hips, releasing through the lower back and the knees. And then slowly come to your right hand side, take a pause. If you set an intention here at the beginning of the practice, maybe you'd like to repeat that now. Or maybe it was a dedication to someone. And then slowly, keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to seated with your palms of your hands open to receive. Talent. This world is filled with options. So much to do, so much to be. Yet everyone has something. Everyone but me. I'm not the type for playing sports, and I've never learnt to sing. I'm always last pick for the team, not good at anything. I'll always be a second choice, not quite enough for first. I'd give up almost anything for the roles to be reversed. To have just one thing in this world where I find my passions lie. Sometimes it seems so out of reach that I'd rather just not try. I know it's out there somewhere, that my talent does exist, and I'm only getting closer with each new cross upon my list. I'm going to take 3 breaths together here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling the palms to the heavens, join in prayer. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your third eye for clear vision, to your mouth for the truth, and to your heart centre for love and for life.